Hi, this is Dan Neman, the food writer at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, back with another micro podcast. Today, the headline of my column is Voicemails I've Missed During the Pandemic, and I'll be joined in the reading of the column by my friend and colleague, Valerie Schremphan, also at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Hi, Val.
Hi, Dan. How are you doing?
Um, you know, weird.
Working during a pandemic.
Working during the pandemic.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Gary, sorry about that. I'm going to start reading this now. One of the disadvantages of working at home during the pandemic, or advantages if you think about it, is that I miss all of the phone calls that have come to me at the office. I do have a way of getting access to the voicemails that are left for me there, but it's kind of a pain in the posterior. Besides, if the voicemails are out of my sight, they're also concurrently out of my mind. What I am saying is that I do not check my voicemails as frequently as I perhaps should, although you can always send me an email. The other day, I decided to see what messages had built up since the last time I had checked them.
Hi, Mr. Newman. I saw your article on Christmas cookies in today's paper. I love cookies, but my doctor tells me I shouldn't eat too many. If you could pick just one of the ones you baked, which one would it be?
Wow, this question actually came from today. Maybe my voicemail chain doesn't stretch back too far after all. I truly loved all of the cookies, but I would most recommend the double chocolate chunk and chip cookies. Not only are they my favorite, but they're also the size of a Frisbee, so you can tell the doctor you only had one.
In today's Let's Eat section, you wrote about roasting turkey breasts for Thanksgiving. Do I need to roast mine on a rack?
Oh dear, this one dates back before Thanksgiving. I'm so sorry, but my answer is a little late. Perhaps you could use it next year? Anyway, no, you do not need a rack. Racks allow the skin on a whole turkey to get nice and crisp. But since you're dealing only with a turkey breast, which only has skin on top, it is not necessary.
I get the Post-Dispatch every day. I especially look forward to Wednesdays because that is the day your articles run. You're my favorite writer at the paper by far. I always laugh and you make cooking fun. Oh, I also like Bill McClellan's columns. I think I may enjoy his more than yours, but I really like yours too.
Thanks, Mom. Sort of.
I have a question about your recipe for beef Wellington. I am making it now and need to know at what temperature I should cook it.
Oh gosh, this is a story from last Christmas. I sure hope you cooked it at 425 degrees.
I have heard that President Obama's favorite food is chili. Do you have any tips on how to make it? And while I ask, I'd like to emphasize that I'm calling you when he is still president between 2009 and 2017.
Oh, well, I like to add chipotle powder and a can of chicken broth to the other ingredients.
I love to watch the brand new show, Sex in the City. I'm definitely a Miranda. Do you know how to make an absolutely unbeatable cosmopolitan?
Actually, I do. I use 1.5 ounces of lemon vodka, 3/4 ounce of Cointreau, 1 ounce of cranberry juice, and 1 ounce of sweetened lime juice. Shake it with plenty of ice, strain, and serve with a twist of lemon.
I always like to be on top of the newest technology, so naturally, I went out and bought a microwave as soon as they became available this week. It cost me $2,000, but it was worth it. Now I can make popcorn. My question is, do you know how it works?
Not really, no. Magic?
In this time of war, I have planted a victory garden to help feed my family and allow more food to be sent to our boys overseas. I'm growing cabbage, beans, turnips, beets, and potatoes. Do you have any suggestions for other things I can grow to help beat the Huns?
Well, you could try corn. Corn is always good. And don't forget to save your cooking fats to make glycerin for bombs. By the way, you'll be happy to hear we won.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
Oh boy. All right, thank you. That's it for the podcast. Thank you very much, Valerie Schremphan. Thank you, listeners and readers, and we'll see you again next week.